Welcome to Q&A Selling Online, with answers to questions about creating an online empire, promoting products, or building a brand. Your host, private label and e-commerce entrepreneur, Quinn Amorm.
What's going on, everyone? Quinn here. Welcome to the show. Today, I want to talk about Google Ads. You're right. I'm not going to talk about Amazon ads. We're not going to talk about Facebook ads. It's going to be Google ads, but that traffic is being directed to Amazon. So there's a few myths that are being spread through the Amazon community. And one of them is if you send external traffic to Amazon and it doesn't convert, it's going to hurt your listing. So let me explain this here. It is not entirely true, for one. Let me tell you that. Now, Amazon's rankings, they're done on a keyword basis, not at the listing level. So if I send traffic to my listing, it cannot, for example, if I'm selling Bluetooth speakers and I send traffic to my listing and they do not convert, why would that hurt the keyword ranking for my keyword Bluetooth speaker? It won't, because the customer did not perform a search. They cannot say that I'm not relevant to the keyword Bluetooth speaker because the traffic that came externally, they did not type in any search. They just landed on my listing. This tells Amazon that this traffic came externally because I bought it and I send it to Amazon. Okay. So if you create any type of automated search, which is like a super URL, the supreme URL, any kind of URL that sends the traffic to your listing and then auto-populates a search on the search bar, right? Now you are telling Amazon that this customer performed a search and you are the one that entered those keywords into this supreme URL or super URL, whatever you want to call them today, right? 2-step URL, the 4-step, whatever. Now, those, if they don't convert, it could potentially hurt your listing because there is a keyword search involved, right? In this case, whatever you typed in for that keyword. My advice is, if you want to do Google PPC and now direct this traffic to Amazon, it can and it will help you. Let me tell you that it will help you, but it has to be done right. Okay. For one, it's going to help you with Google rankings. Believe it or not, if somebody sees your ad and it clicks on it, because all algorithms work with relevancy. That's all they want to see is relevancy. If somebody sees your ad, clicks on it and goes to Amazon, when it gets to Amazon, conversion or not, now Google cannot measure that. I'm pretty sure they probably could, but it's none of their business, the Amazon conversion rate. What happens, and they do measure, is the click conversion. And for those that don't know, not every conversion is a sale, right? Not every sale is a conversion. Your conversion can be whatever you decide it to be. Your conversion could be to get somebody to visit a page, to read a page, to download an app. That is a conversion because you decided that's what you want your customer to do or the visitor to do. All right, back to Google Ads here before I get lost. You can do them and you should do them when done properly. Like I said, if you're going to use a super URL, a supreme URL, 2-step URL, whatever you want to call these URLs, if you want to use one, make sure that there is going to be some sort of conversion. So you're going to send this traffic to, or you're going to try to target warm traffic, or you're going to send it to a landing page first before getting them to your Amazon listing, right? Now, if you are not auto-populating any kind of search, you can send them directly to your listing, and Amazon will appreciate you for that, okay? They will appreciate you for that because external traffic is a plus for any website. Doesn't matter if it's Amazon, Facebook, doesn't matter if it's your own site. External traffic that comes to you without you having to pay for it is beautiful, always. Okay, so let's talk about the costs. Google CPC can be very high, the cost per click, right? Your PPC campaigns can cost you a lot of money and sometimes not become profitable. Now, there's two things that you got to measure or account for. One is that it will bring you organic growth in the future. Any advertising that you create that will, even if it's a break even, it is giving you some momentum, some organic growth with all those engagements, right? The other thing is in order to save money or not to waste as much money, you have to use for Google, because the conversion rate on Google is not even close to what a conversion rate on Amazon is, right? On Amazon, I can get a conversion rate to a product of 60%. On any of my Shopify sites with Google traffic, I can get 2% or 3%, right? So that's very different. So you have to make sure that your PPC cannot be broad matches like you do auto campaigns on Amazon. There's no such thing when it comes to Google. And if you do that, you are going to lose your shirt, all right? Make sure that your PPC on Google is for buyer intent searches, right? Buyer intent searches, meaning if you type in, if you use a keyword that says Bluetooth, right? You can get anybody. You can get somebody that often, like me, I go to Google and type something in the search bar just so they can tell me the correct way of spelling it, right? So there are people that are going to show up. And then if I did click on an ad for those, I'm not looking to buy anything. I'm going to waste their money. And obviously, I don't do that because I tend to respect all other marketers out there. But there are many people that are going to search for Bluetooth that don't want to buy Bluetooth. They want to see a picture. They want to see something just so they can post on Facebook to prove somebody else wrong. I mean, there's so many millions or billions of searches done every day that are not ending in purchases. Now, if somebody does type black, inexpensive Bluetooth speaker 4.1 technology, right? They have a better buyer intent than somebody that just typed Bluetooth, because they actually typed what it was. It was a Bluetooth speaker. It's not earbuds. They wanted it to be black. They wanted it to be inexpensive. Why would anybody want it to be cheap if they don't plan on buying it, right? That is one of the terms, and that is just one of the examples, right? So that's the kind of stuff that you can use on your Google keywords, that on Amazon, if anybody types Bluetooth, they are looking for a Bluetooth to buy, because you don't go to Amazon to look at pictures or to watch videos, right? You go to Amazon when you want to buy something. That is why it's completely different. You have to use those terms with buyer intent. Remember this, buyer intent, right? Red shoes doesn't mean I want to buy red shoes. It can mean I want to look at them. So remember all the searches that you perform on Google, and how often do you perform those searches looking for things to buy? More than likely you are not. So remember that when you type in those keywords, because you are not like everybody else, but there are a lot of people that are like you. And there's probably millions out there that use Google for the exact same purpose you do. It is to do some sort of searches, not really to find products to buy. Sometimes it is, but I mean, for me, at least 95% of the times, I'm doing searches not to find things to buy, because I'll go directly to Amazon if I want to buy something. And then if it's not there, then I go somewhere else. So that's just it. Remember that one of the ways to bypass the learning curve is to get somebody that already knows how to work with Google and has been doing it for a while and has proven, because there are a lot of marketers out there that can tell you that they have a lot of experience with Google, but they don't have the combined experience of Google and Amazon. That is the hardest thing to get. So if you can get the combination of both, then you bypass your learning curve. Just get somebody else to do it for you. And there are many experts out there. Not even all of them are expensive, right? So that's it when it comes to Google Ads, Google PPC. And maybe I can do another episode soon talking about, I actually will do that, about Facebook advertising. We're going to have an expert here really, really soon about Facebook advertising when it comes between Facebook and Amazon. So he's going to talk about the Amazon Pixel, which is the Amazon attribution, geographic location of your sales, anything fantastic. I'm going to have him here. He's an expert. Yev is his name. We'll have an episode here hopefully this week. All right. So keep a close eye on the podcast. And then remember, leave me a review here. And I'm going to have Yev on the podcast soon. So thank you very much. Remember, start grateful, stay positive, and always profit.